Thank you, Madam Chair, and we will certainly, with the incoming Republican majority, prioritize housing and financial stability next Congress, and put a great emphasis on that. And it's our hope that we can actually achieve some bipartisan results in the world of housing in a way that this committee hasn't done over, well, actually probably as long as we've both served on this committee, unfortunately. But not for a lack of trying. But our hope is that we can work together and get something done. But for this hearing, I'm grateful that my colleagues across the aisle they're finally ready to talk about inflation and how to combat inflation. Committee Republicans have consistently taken every opportunity to discuss the skyrocketing prices clobbering American families. For more than a year, Republicans have been sounding the alarm about Democrats' reckless fiscal agenda and its impact on households and job creators. Democrats chose to ignore those warnings. Republicans said that a massive $1.9 trillion spending bill would wreak havoc on our economy, and Democrats doubled down with even more spending. Republicans offered simple amendments to the Democrats' partisan bills during our June markup this year to actually address the inflation crisis, and the Democrats rejected each one. So I have to say, today's hearing is simply too little too late. Since Democrats took control of Washington, the cost of everything has gone up. Food, energy, health care, and yes, housing, the topic of this hearing, are all much more expensive today than they were just 2 years ago. Rather than focus on the rising cost of housing, Democrats continue to turn on their tired old playbook of policies that actually make the problem worse, not better. These are policies such as the Down Payment Assistance Program and the numerous other programs included in the Democrats' doomed Build Back Better Act that throw hundreds of billions of dollars into ineffective housing programs. While well-intentioned, these would do nothing to help lower the cost of housing or increase our housing supply. Those are the things we need to address. To find real solutions to bring to this housing crisis, we need to take a step back. Consider this: the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate from June 2009 until the end of 2021 was 3.97%. Today, that same mortgage comes with a rate approaching a whopping 7%. Whopping in comparison to the last decade, historically, not whopping. The speed and the magnitude of this increase is without comparison in history. These are, so there's that. Then there are two main contributors to this problem, this housing problem. First, Democrats' fiscal policies and regulatory policies are discouraging new home building. We know that artificial local barriers to construction, such as restrictive zoning ordinance and overly burdensome regulations, play a significant role in limiting new construction. A limited supply of something coupled with increased demand always leads to higher prices. Higher prices require larger loans, making it less affordable for families. The second contributor is our current environment in which the Fed must tighten its monetary policy and reduce its balance sheet to fight out-of-control spending. This causes mortgage rates to increase, making them more expensive and riskier. Economists are rightfully concerned about the effect of quantitative tightening on the housing market. The $35 billion per month in agency mortgage-backed securities are rolling off the Fed's balance sheet. It takes money out of the housing market, limiting the availability of credit. We know the Fed's tools to address runaway inflation are blunt, but they are necessary to stabilize the economy and return to normal credit environments. As lawmakers, we should do our part to assist in this effort to bring down prices. That means reining in spending and practicing fiscal discipline. Doubling down on failed housing policies is not the answer. We need innovative solutions. Thank you, Madam Chair. I yield back.